the lost heir. Not really lost. I had my good friend Hermes talk to a potential suspect that we might actually think might be the actual heir. Look, Chris is even at the video in. You, it's a sole heir. Well, that doesn't mean I killed her. No, see, it even shows you killing her. Oh, I get it. Oh no, no! What are you doing? Are you cutting my torso? It is my precious torso. I think it'll be fine. I have a sister. Mothball acts in disbelief. Hey! All the female Changelings present exclaimed. Sorry, I mean a royal sister. Yes. Chrysalis sighed as he stared up at the blank canopy. Bellatrix. Of course, this name would scare Trixie, but she has faith. Yeah, me too, Trixie. There's no way this fanfic would do something so cliche, so stupid, so moronic as to do the old canon character was a changeling the whole time. Why, that would just drive us both up the wall. Yes, and we would end up eviscerating characters we don't like from other media with a chainsaw. Emasculating them. We would get the tank police on us. Yes, so, this fic better not be thinking of pulling that off, or else we will lose it. Hard. Now that girl has spunk. Something every queen should have. She would always go on and on about what she would do when she was queen, and would practice her magic whenever possible. Unfortunately, she didn't have the power you had, my son. When you were 12, you could turn into flies. When Z was 12, Z couldn't even turn into an Earthphillies. Screwball looked at Mothball questioningly. It's harder than other pony forms because you have to hide your wings and horns, he explained. Oh, and once again, you have proven why Earth ponies are superior. We are harder for changelings to camouflage. Kudos out. Oh, and to everybody on the Discord who says Dark Conquest is the worst villain to me, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Z couldn't even control minds like you. Chrysalis continued. You have mind control powers? Scribble inquired. It's not like I ever used it, Mothball murmured. Exactly, Chrysalis exclaimed. That was always the problem with you, Mothball. You have so much power, yet refuse to use it. It was the opposite with Bellatrix. She would show off her power all the time. Not that there was much to show off. She also wasn't clever. Would always have a hard time getting food because he couldn't make enough ponies love her enough. She groaned. Couldn't blame them. There wasn't much to love. I suppose he got that quality from her father, whoever it was. Screwball raised an eyebrow. Chrysalis rolled her eyes in response. I was very active at the times. So what happened? The prince is not lovable, the chaotic pony asked. When Z was 18, Z made a little improvement, so I decided to give her a talent. I thought some time outside the hive would build up her strength, so I bandaged her for 5 years. Screwball snorted. Weren't you, mother dear? But that was before I was born, right? Mothball questioned. Why didn't Z come back? Oh, she did, Crystal replied. You had just been born, actually. Frankly, your sister became jealous of you. Also, her time in the outside world apparently made her weaker. She wouldn't stop talking about friendship and how there were more important things than power. So she left again, this time on her own accord. Since I had to replace her, I thought nothing of it then. There, you see, folks, it cannot be Trixie. Because Trixie would be far more manipulative, far more extravagant about all this. She would really mess with Crystal's mind. So, no, there is no way.
Yeah, no way. This Vic wouldn't do that.
Trixie, I think we might end up having to get the chainsaw. No, let's not get the chainsaw. Let's not try to eviscerate the dragons back at the Dragonlands yet.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the Dragonlands, a certain dragon is very scared. Oh no. It's Legendbringer back. Smolder, hide me!
I can't keep fighting your battles for you. Look, Legendbringer is just an Earth Poet Druid. And yes, he has his own personal mecha.
Yeah.
But you march right up to that bookstore, young dragon. Go over and say, "Stop kicking me in the balls."
Right.
So where is this Bellatrix now? Asked Screwball. The crane shrugged. Don't know. Haven't seen or heard from her in 10 years. She could be dead for all I know.
10 years, Mothball said. But I thought you said she came back for when I was born.
Oh, she came back again to ask for a favor.
But I was 12. I would have seen her.
You would have, but you were otherwise. She darted her eyes at Screwball. Occupied. The occupied shrugged. What are the odds?
The universe is big. Very big. I'll show you my thing. It's just a walk across the street.
The last time I saw her, she could be anywhere now, using a different name, a different body. So Sage's Bellatrix is out there somewhere, Screwball said. Do you think she would be up for taking the throne instead of Mothball? Crystal's game practice thought. Our last meeting was very pleasant, but she certainly wants the throne more than you, son. I still think she would make a poor ruler, but at least she's not as much of a goody two-shoes as you. However, even if she is alive, you have a hard time finding her, even with your chasing nostrils.
She's right, Mothball nodded. Finding a disguised changeling princess in Equestria would be like finding a needle in a haystack.
But if we do find her, if she does agree to take the throne, then Mothball's off the hook, right? Whatever. Crystal's groaned. The changelings need a ruler, no matter who it is. Of course, you'll have to find her quickly. Yeah, Chrysalis, because, not trying to have multiple heirs, that was kind of it's dumb on your fault. Why? Mothball asked. Because I'm dying, you imbecile, the Queen boomed, sitting up. I have to give the royal blessing. The title is not official until I do. She consciously laid back down. General Mantis was immediately by her side.
Take it easy, my queen, he whispered.
Great, Screwball's turning fiancé. So we just have to find this Bellatrix, demand that she takes the throne, and we get married with no strings attached. But how are we going to do that? Mothball questioned. He could be anywhere. I have no idea. Well, here's an easy way. And I'm surprised none of you guys have thought about it. The Doctor's canon.
As a matter of fact, let me solve this whole entire mystery in 5 minutes. Hey, Doc? Yes? We need to borrow the TARDIS. We need to find a changeling princess in 5 seconds before the entire race goes extinct. Well, come on in. Well, that was easy. We went in, viewed the meeting between Chrysalis and her daughter, came out, and now we know who it is. Amazing. This is the problem when you actually make the time turner the doctor. You better have a good reason for why the doctor's not doing anything here. Bombas, Mantis bellowed. No, General, Chrysalis moaned. He's right. But my queen, you forbade. I know what I forbade, but I'm at death's door, General. Show them to Bellatrix's room. The General sighed. Lieutenant, escort the prince and his, he granted, fiancée to the princess's chamber. Bombas saluted and gestured for the couple to follow him. Screwball took Mothball's hoof. We'll find your sister. Are you making fun of me? Yes, she whispered, and this will all be over. Chrysalis sighed as she watched them leave. They remind me so much, she whispered. Remind you of what, Your Majesty? Mantis inquired. So much. You should resist my queens, the General said, hanging her head down. You've been through a lot. Before she drifted out to sleep, one word escaped her lips. Discord. It was Chrysalis' 12th birthday, and she was out on her first hunt. She was flying over the lifeless trees as she scanned the ground. So far, she hadn't had much luck finding her prey. Not many creatures dwelt in the Changeling Forest, for obvious reasons. She spotted a brown speck on the ground, and slowly floated down to find that it was a strange creature, the size of a small pony. It didn't look like one. It had the gray hair of a pony and a black mane going down its neck, and a white top at top. But the rest of it, a long brown body, was made of different types of animals. Curious, Chrysalis perched herself on a branch, watched the strange little beast. It was staring at its reflection in the puddle. The sadness in her face made her heart swell with pity. Poor little guys. She shook the side of her head. She was on a hunt. It was her job to feed off other creatures' emotions. Her mother, Crane Arachne, told her not to return until she gained enough power to feed an army. So she used her spell her mother taught her to peer into the creature's heart and see who it loved, as love was the strongest emotion for a changeling to feed on. Her eyes widened in surprise at what she saw. Nothing. There was no one that the creature loved. She was so stunned she didn't hear the branch crack, but the creature did. It jumped upstairs left from right. Who's there? It called in a strange male teenage voice. Chrysalis gasped when a baseball bat appeared out of nowhere. She stepped forward to see if her eyes were deceiving her, but putting her weight on a branch made a snap. She let out a shriek as she pummeled to the ground. She groaned in pain as she opened her eyes. They were met with a pair of yellow ones with red pupils. She yelped at the fact that she had been caught and quickly changed form. It was too late, though. He had already seen her. When she turned back to his request, he was surprisingly unafraid. The creature was a Dequanquist named Discord, and he interested the young changeling princess. It was so strange, and the fact that there was no one he loved intrigued her. She became even more impressed once she realized he had powers beyond belief. And though she was reluctant to admit it, it was sort of cute in a chaotic way. When she heard he didn't have a place to stay, she had the strangest feeling it was her duty to help him. Maybe it was because he said he was all alone in the world, despite the fact that she was a princess with 1,000 half-siblings. Chrysalis sometimes felt that way, too. She rarely left the hive, and her mother didn't want her playing with the other changeling children, as she was above them. Oh, bright idea, Queenie! But the young creature was just as powerful as he was, maybe even more. Perhaps that factor would make her mother allow her to keep him as a playmate, or at least a pet. Either way, she asked her to come back with her to the hive with her. Why? He questioned. Chrysalis wasn't sure why, but she wanted to help Discord learn more about him. She shrugged. That's what friends do. He stared at her in disbelief. We're friends. She held her hoof. Sure, why not? She had no better explanation, and the thought made her smile. He took her hoof uncertainly. Come on, she urged. Would I steer you wrong? He stared at her for another minute before slowly taking her hoof. I don't really know how to answer that, but I've got no other option. Chrysalis giggled like a skinny school filly as she dragged him to the hive. The guards at the entrance raised their eyebrows as the princess walked through, a strange creature. Didn't pay him any heed. Mother, he called. Look what I found. A tall changeling resembling Chrysalis, but with green hair, was conversing with one of her lieutenants. Her head had turned to the sound of her daughter's voice. She hissed when she caught sight of Discord. What is that? Whoa! Discord uttered as he gazed up at Changeling Queen. You're tall. You're like one of those dead trees out there. The Queen growled as the horn glowed green. Why, you little Mother, wait, Chrysalis exclaimed, standing between them. He's a friend. Queen Arachne's horn began to see, looked questioningly at her daughter. Friends? Yeah, his name is Discord. He's a Draconi, or whatever. I found him in the forest. Anyway, he needs a place to stay, so I brought him here. Her mother blinked in confusion and scowled. Chrysalis, I sent you out there to hunt, not to make friends. Please, Mother, can we keep him? I promise he'll make himself useful. Discord, show her that trick of yours. He entered caught a smile and snapped his talons. Redney gasped when a small pink cloud appeared and started pouring down rain. Howls? Darelet's courage with an evil grin. So, I see. He's too powerful for you to consume on your own. So you brought him back so we could all have a snack. What? Discord squeaked. No, Mother, you dumbass. Chrysalis insisted. I didn't bring him for you to drain. Besides, even if I did, it would be impossible. Because he doesn't love anybody. Arachne smiled fast as she squinted at Discord. After a few seconds, her eyes widened. She looked sternly at her daughter. Dearest, may I speak with you in private? Chrysalis put her hose back behind her back nervously. It was never good when her mother spoke in that tone. Yes, mothers, she murmured. The Queen turned to her lieutenant. Make sure that thing doesn't cause any trouble. Lieutenant saluted and went to Discord's side. I'll be right back, Chrysalis whispered before following her mother into the tower. As Arachne shut the door, she turned coldly towards her daughter. That thing can't stay here. But mothers... Chrysalis started to protest. The Queen held up her hoof. No, he has no emotion for us to feed on. What good is his power if we have no way to consume it? Defense, training, targeting, bomb. A lot of things, actually, if you actually put your mind to it. Maybe we don't need his power. Can't we just keep him the way he is? I mean, he has no places to go. Arachne raised an eyebrow. Why are you so concerned for this creature? Well, the princess looked down at her house and blessed. I think he kind of likes me. Her mother huffed. Likes you? In this form? Darling, you know as well as I do that no one can love a changeling, at least while in disguise. But he didn't run when he saw me. That doesn't mean he likes you. He's a monster himself, so it's no surprise that he had little fears. But he could... Chrysalis! Arachne exclaimed, stomping her huff far away on the floor. I've seen his heart. It's as empty as a bottomless pit, with no love to give you or anyone else. But, Chrysalis sniffed the tears from her eyes. But, oh, Chrissy, Arachne whispered as she looked at her daughter's chin. You're too young to comprehend. If you're going to be queen one day,
There's one thing you must remember. Love is a weakness. The princess tilted her head. But don't we gain power from love? Exactly. It's a weakness to whoever feels it, but strength to those who can take advantage of us, like us. But for us to feel love will only lead to our destruction. Take you in this creature, for instance, and yes, it makes sense. Stop playing around with your calculator to try to see how this adds up. Trust me, in an evil, roundabout way, it makes sense. Right. Hey, you're a villain, I'm a hero. We heroes just don't understand you morons. You mean villains. I know what I said. If this liking you have for him becomes anything more, you will never be able to drain him of his power. But you said he doesn't. There are other ways. The queen released her daughter and began pacing the room. Even if we can't drain his power, we can still use it to our advantage. You said this creature was looking for a home, yes? Crystal's nodded. He's the last of our kind. Yes, Arachne murmured, rubbing her chin. It just might work. What might work, mothers? You know that new land is over the mountains. That place has a very kind of magic that I've been dying to get my hooves on. But the same magic protects it. She chuckled to herself. Perhaps if that little creature gets motivated enough. Crystal spit her lip. What do you mean, mother? Arachne grinned mischievously. Chrissy's my darling. Would you do your mummy a small favor? She placed her plant to her daughter's ear. Crystal became sick to her stomach as he listened. Mother, I can't. You must. It'll hurt him. If you're going to be queen of the changelings, you must learn not to get your emotions get in your way of powers. But how about I make you a deal? If this plan succeeds and the new land becomes ours, you can do whatever you like with the creatures. She tapped her chin. Now that I think about it, that would make our takeover all the more fizzles. She nods the princess towards the door. Now go, my girls. Make Mummy proud. Arachne opened the door with her magic. Through it, Discord was juggling broken balls for a group of worker changelings. Crystal's glanced down and then back to her mother. She shrank under the cold stare. There was no use arguing with her mother. She always got her way, no matter what. Crystal looked back at Discord and gulped. She slowly approached him, her heart growing heavier with every step she took. The Chronicle smiled when he saw her. Oh, hey, Chrissy, he exclaimed. Watch this. He tossed all the broken balls in the air. When he came down, they were oranges. Crystal couldn't help but laugh, then frown when she remembered her task. Discord, she squeaked. Yeah, Discord said. The princess looked down at her hose and rubbed her foreleg awkwardly. You see. She glanced back to her mother, who was standing in the entrance of the tower, urging her to continue. Well, she gulped, looking back at Discord. You kids stay here. Sadness welled up in the young creature's face. You don't want me here. No, I do, but my mother doesn't. Young said, Oh, I see. I'm really sorry, but... No, it's okay, he said, turning to leave. No one ever wants me around. Wait, she sighed, a little too loudly. There is a place you can go. He looked back skeptically. What do you mean? She took a deep breath. This is over the mountains, the land of ponies. All types of ponies. Unicorns, earth ponies, and Pegasus Eye. They all live together in harmony, accept each other's differences. You're sort of a pony. They might accept you as well. She took her words, knowing that last part was true. The hopeful look on Discord's face made it worse. You really think so? She went, yes. What is this line of ponies? They call it, she breathed, Crystal breathed again, Equestria. As Mothball and Screwball followed Lieutenant Bombus, they passed by a large room that was sealed off with crystallized musicus. Mothball paused and looked at it closely. Ooh, what's wrong? Screwball asked. That's my room, the prince muttered. Oh yeah, Bombus snored. The queen did that shortly after you left. She didn't want anyone going in there.
He continued forward, but Mothball was frozen in place. Screwball lightly took his hoof and dragged him along. You okay? He whispered. She just, he stammered. She just forgot about me. Cast me aside, pretended like I never existed, just like she did with Bellatrix. Is that all I am to her? Something that could be replaced? She patted him on the back. Hey, that's probably not true. She paused. Okay, maybe it is, but hey, she called you back, didn't she? Only because she didn't have anyone else. You hurt her. She thinks Bellatrix would make a better ruler than me. She does brought me back because I was easier to find. But isn't that good? I mean, if Bellatrix... We find Bellatrix, you want her to be king, and we can be together. That's what you want, right? I guess. Attention. Tower to mothball. Repeat. You are doing something utterly stupid. Pull up. Repeat, pull up. Screwball frowned and let her hoof fall. You guess? What do you mean, you guess? Dude, you only have a few chances to save yourself. Pull up! Mothball opened his mouth as he struggled to find an answer. Fortunately, Lieutenant Bombus came to his rescue. Here we are. Mothball relayed his surroundings. It was a lower part of the hive he had never explored before. In front of them was a large circular doorway that had fragments of a crystallized mucus decorating the edge. He figured there must have been a barrier there that recently blasted through. Hanging from the doorway was an old black curtain, much like the one they used to conceal Mothball's room. Lieutenant pulled it back to reveal the changeling princess's old chamber. In the center was a black queen-sized canopy bed that was covered in dust and cobwebs. On the left was a bookshelf, and on the right was a green vanity. The green walls were covered in colorful posters. Her Majesty ordered that this remain untouched, Bombus explained. No one's been in here since the princess left. He smiled brightly. Oh, good luck. I'll be out here if you need anything else. Uh-huh, Screwball muttered. Let's get started. Mothball nodded dumbly as he followed her into his room. Okay, she said, pointing to the side of the vanity. You take that side, and I'll take this side. He didn't say anything as he complied with her request. He started searching through the vanity while Screwball rummaged through the bookshelf. She whistled as she read the titles. Check this out. History of Starswell the Bearded, Houdini's Great Escapes, The Magician's Hoofbuck. Darn you. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got Phantasmagoria 2 flashbacks. This Bellatrix was a fan of magic. There you go, get making fun of me. Mothball levitated an old green crystal brush out of the drawer. Is she sure like beautifying herself? He examined the hairs on her breast. Her mane was green. That's a surprise. Look at these posters here. Caesar had a crest of stars really bearded. Mothball shrugged. Mother did say she tried to improve her magic in every way possible. He tilted his head when he came upon a pack of playing cards and a plastic wand. Real magic or not. No. Let's not jump to conclusions here. I'm not, Trixie. I'm not. But I do know of a certain teenage dragon that's about to get another kick to the balls from my arbalist. I never heard of this guy. Screwball says he pointed to a poster of a brown unicorn with blue eyes, a brown beard, wearing a green top hat and cape. Oscar the Great? Probably some amateur magician. Mothball paused as he gazed all the poster. Screwball noticed and frowned. Hey, what's up? Mother never let me decorate my rooms, he mumbled. Oh. She tried to think of something to say. Well, she started. Look at it this way. She preserved your room. You mean sealed it off, he murmured. But she didn't destroy it. I mean, she kept this room in decent condition, right? He said nothing, decided to look under the bed. Screwball, Mothball, can we talk? You're being an idiot. Quizless has already proven herself to be an abusive, horrible mother. You should be fine that she's doing this. Kick the bitch out of your life. Hey, I found something. She used her magic to bring a Granny Pony Ragdoll wearing polka dot pants. Mothball scratched his nose. What is that? It's a Smarty Pants doll, Screwball declared. Apple Blossom had one of these when she was little. I guess it belonged to Bellatrix. Mothball took it to his host. He was so confused. Mother let Bellatrix decorate her room. He let her keep a doll. He sipped it curiously. Mother has touched this. Screwball tilted her head. How can you tell? I mean, I know you have that super smell and all, but every changeling has a distinct scent. We also smell a dried mustard, but with something else thrown in. How else do you think we're able to tell the difference between male and female? So he tried, fair enough. Well, sometimes you just gotta hope that a pony will accidentally lift their tail to see. Don't ask. Anyway, world changelings are a mix of mustard and plumeria. Mother has that, plus some jasmine to verify she's female and a hint of sulfur. Ugh! Screwball gagged. Sounds awful. You get used to it. What do I smell like? Chocolate milk with a hint of cotton candies. Oh, and a bit of strawberries in there somewhere. See, plus, oh, you. I think I've got Bellatrix's scent on here, too, he said, inhaling the doll again, but it's very faint. It hasn't been used in so long, and Mother's scent is masking it. Why not try this for the rest of the year? Screwball said, severing the crystal breast covered in green hair. Mothball took the breast and let his nostrils draw in the scent. Mustard, he sniffed again, plumerias, and again, jasmine. So he inhaled deeper. Burnt toast. Sounds fun, Screwball choked. But it's like Mother said, even I have her scent, it would take forever to find her. Do you know any magic that could help us? She shrugged. I could try and summon her, but I never met this girl before, so that would make it harder. I can tell I was ported to her, but I don't know where she is. Even chaos magic has its limits. Suddenly, a light bulb appeared over her head. I've got it. Auntie Twilight once showed me a spell that could find some pony using magic and something that belonged to that pony. Can you cast it? Mothball asked. She sighed. Fortunately, finding spells aren't my forte. But if we bring that breast to Auntie Twilight, maybe she can help us. Her smile disappeared. Uh-oh. What? Screwball glanced at her, hoping someone to watch. Hold it for the hornets! It's almost 9 a.m. We got to get back to the kitchen. Now, why? She rolled her eyes. Think about it. The two of us are engaged, and 9 of us are in our beds. What's Dad going to guess? Mothball tapped his chin. I have 3 guesses. And they are, 1, we eloped. 2, that we went off someplace to, 3, that I led you into the deepest part of the forest, sucked you dry, flew off into the night, and left you for dead. You know my dad so well. Now, grab that brush, and let's go before he notices we're gone. Mothball nodded and levitated the press. Screwball raised an eyebrow as he set the spine pellet spell on his back. What are you doing? He stammered. In case the press isn't enough. Screwball shook her head with a smile. Sure, whatever you say. So he placed her hoof on Mothball's shoulder and teleported her to a room in the Castle of Chaos. Do you think he knows we're gone? The changeling asked. They heard a cough and turned to see Discord sitting on his bed, arms crossed and eyes glaring fiercely at them. He noticed. Well, guess that's the end. They're both dead. Well, at least Mothball is. Well, folks, see you next time when we'll probably be doing a cool Mazinger fanfic or something.